my fellow Lakers, newcomers, and passerbys, and welcome to SCUM Patch 0.4.99. Oh yeah, this is some pretty darn cool stuff. So first off, they are upgrading to 4.26 in the Unreal Engine. So we're no longer on 4.25, we're now on 4.26. And this will allow them to implement features for 0.5. It's kind of like a transition stage. And you might see some bugs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just to help them transition into 0.5. I don't know too much about that, you know, how the engines work. I just know usually when they do these new engines for better graphics and, you know, for the game to work better and smoother and make it easier for them to actually work on the game, they tend to transition slowly into it by going through each, you know, point, you know, yeah, you know what I mean. Unreal Engine 4.0, blah, 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 4.1, 4.2, blah, blah, blah. They transition into it. Anyways, but let's get to the cool stuff, because this is, I mean, not that that's not cool. That's freaking amazing. But the metal detectors, right? There's a military one and there's an improvised metal detector. There's two types of metal detectors. And yes, they basically search anything that's metal. You know what I mean? So basically, if you bury a chest that's metal, boom, found. You bury mines that are metal, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all metal. So yeah, boom, you know, oh, or sorry, not boom, because you actually find the mine and you can, you know, work on it. So basically how it works is the metal detectors. Okay, let me just explain what you can do with them. So the improvised metal detector, you can't really do much with. You can improvise mines, or you can search for mines and stuff like that, just like the military detector, but it has a smaller radius and it has less battery and you can't fix it. While the bigger military metal detector has a bigger battery, you can repair it with an electrician toolkit, and it has, did I say bigger battery? Bigger range. It has bigger range and bigger battery, but you know, it's basically vice versa from the improvised version. The military one's just cooler. So basically all you have to do is press tab, turn it on. And you do need to have a, I think you need to have a mechanic skill. What was it, engineering or something like that? Let me see. Not that. Let me just make sure, because I don't want to say this is wrong. Yes, right here. So to craft the improvised metal detector, you need to have at least a medium engineering skill in order to actually craft it. Anyone can use them, but in order to craft one, you need to have an engineering skill. So on top of that, you basically turn it on and your character starts sweeping for mines or boxes or whatever, and then, you know, beep beep beep, you found something, yay you. The next thing they added was 3 different types of zappers, and this is pretty cool because I understand that you know, we need more base defenses in this game, but this is variation of base defenses, and those are just as important, because it you know, it kind of sucks if you can make a zapper. Wow, cool. Just one type of zapper and it does the same thing for anyone who comes on. No, now if you actually put work towards it and you actually put the time and effort into it, you can make better zappers, right? And these are also based on your skills as well. So your engineering skills, to be precise. So a basic zapper, basic engineering skill, medium zapper, you know, medium engineering skill, and then an advanced zapper for an advanced engineering skill. And the levels of damage are all different too, but they're actually very close to each other, which I find kind of you know, like, so basically per fail, so a level 1 is 0.5 damage, a level 2 is 1 damage, and then level 3 is 1.5 damage, which is pretty cool. And I know you start bleeding after a certain amount of time, but I feel like the advance should be just a little bit stronger, maybe like 5 damage every time, and then the level 2 with 3 damage, and then the level 1 is just 1 damage. I think that would be a lot better. So that gives you about 100 tries, pick lock, you know, go lock and stuff like that, which would stop a lot of these guys who can pick lock within like a couple seconds, because that means there's more punishment if they mess up, especially if you have a full level 3 one that takes 5 damage each time you mess up. And say you have like 1,000 doors, sorry, not 1,000 doors, say you have 3 doors, you have 3 doors, so you have 9 gold locks, because you only put 3 gold locks on them, and then 2 zappers, and they're full, by the way. full level up doors. And so if they mess up, you know, they might only be able to get to the first 2 doors, and maybe they won't be able to get to the 3rd because they almost die. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, and it spices things up. I can't wait till they add other base defenses, because that's going to be pretty darn cool. Let's see here. They also added a new sign called Minefield Sign. I'm just naming it the Minefield Sign. And that basically tells people there's mines. It's just a fun little sign. Those are always fun. Then we have some bug fixes, some pretty cool bug fixes. So they fixed the bug where it's possible to build some floating elements, fixed possible ammo duplication. The game would reset your settings on restart. I guess that happened. Didn't really happen to me. Bugs where some part of the scope's reticles could become invisible. Flare sound would hang after the player gets shot by it. To melee auto lock on players behind walls, so cover basically. Where locks breaking would not give thievery XP, so you wouldn't get thievery XP if you broke a lock. Sentry audio would hang. Some place items could not be destroyed. Killbox drops would give incorrect loot. Puppet growl sounds would sometimes hang. Admin drone would become a fidget spinner when slowing. Can you imagine just slowing down? It just go. Pretty calming because it's a fidget spinner. Arrows and bolt shots in the events could be used after the events. Oh, bunch of level fixes. Some C4 was still visible after detonation. And then you can build little fortifications outside of windows. Cool bug fixes. Bug fixes are always nice. But let's get into some quality of life additions, because these are the really cool stuff that they usually add that no one really pays attention to. So squad rank lock accessibility now available for doors as well. So cool. Now you can tell people they can and cannot go places. Let's see what else we got here. You can now adjust light level on lanterns. You can make some pretty saucy bedroom scenes. You can now drink soy sauce if you want, just if you want to. You can no longer bury items in age barriers, which honestly I feel like you should be able to, because you know they are kind of, they're just sand. You fill them with sand and dirt. The HESCO barriers, that's all they are. You just fill them with dirt. So why can't you put a box in there? Why not? You know what I mean? Say, you know, just do, if you want to, whatever. It's just, you're gonna have to dig it out every time. I don't know why you would do it, but whatever. Item attachments will now take damage if the item takes damage. That's pretty cool. Added an option to map ADS hold toggle. Soon there won't be a map, hopefully, I'm hoping, because I feel like that should be something you work towards. Remap scope zoom to mouse wheel due to features above. Chests are no longer damaged by melee weapons or explosives. So your chests are basically gonna be invincible unless they get shot with a gun or destroyed. Which is pretty interesting. Why would they be able to get shot with a gun and be destroyed but not explosives? I think it's just a thing because people were complaining that people were throwing grenades into people's bases and all their chests were blowing up and then all their loot was gone. And yeah, that is a pretty problematic thing, considering your loot doesn't just spread out on the ground after your chest is gone. Maybe they'll do something else in the future. I don't know what their plans are for that. I would really like to listen on how on you know, some more work they would do on the inventory system and how they want their inventory system to work in the future. Mines now decay after 10 days when inside friendly flag area. So people were complaining about mines being too many mines. You can get to a base because it's like a minefield. I never had that issue. I mean, even though now, you know, you play high loot servers and, you know, there'd be mines everywhere on a map or something like that. You couldn't get to a base because there's mines all covering the base. With this metal detector, you definitely can just like sit there and just farm the mines. You really could if you really wanted to, especially if you had a high thing like that. But mines are supposed to be an end game type thing, and people do get them early because of high loot servers and stuff like that, and because of they just get them early because the game's not finished yet. So it's really easy to get these high loot items very early in the game. But we'll see if that changes in the future. But it also says decay faster when outside of friendly flag area, but does not specify by how much. I'm really hoping that you can literally leave them out there for at least at least 3-4 days outside friendly flag area. Mine's now activate on anyone when outside friendly flag area. So that is the fix. See, I don't even think they should have just had them decay faster. I just, you know, just have them even on yourself. Even on yourself. If you put down a mine outside the friendly flag area, you can even activate on yourself. Make it more realistic when you're not in your own like group's zone, you know, because obviously you don't want your own mines blowing up on you. That would suck. But I mean, inside your flag area, because that would suck. How are you going to defend your base if you can't even walk across your lawn? But if you had them outside, it makes more sense. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Some more admin commands. Players' names are now hidden. When drone HUD is disabled, admins can now spawn small animals like the frogs in the feature. If you go check out my leak video, or just go to Tommy's page because on Twitter, because he has all kinds of stuff like that. Also, first, wait, a new command has been added, so you can rename the video, rename vehicles. Let's see, you can destroy vehicles, bliss spawn vehicles, teleport the vehicle, kill, all that stuff. But what's really, really important is that SCUM is now 40% off. So I suggest, and it is a week-long sale, so I suggest you guys get it because 0.5 is coming out, and usually if they're doing a sale, that means the big update's coming very soon, and it is already March, and we're past February, and they said March was probably gonna be the time that they're gonna release it, and it's gonna be for a week. So it kind of tells me that maybe, just maybe, they might start putting out some 0.5 stuff. I mean, this is 0.4, 0.99. We're getting there, so maybe in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we'll see. It could be anytime this month, anytime. Anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy your day. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and state this real quick. I do have other videos coming out, Valheim videos. If you haven't already seen them, you can find them in the channel somewhere. And I also have Splitgate, which is my aim training. I've been trying to do aim training so I can get better at PvP. And my computer is being an a-hole, and my internet sucks. So both of those things kind of suck. It makes me lag and stuff like that, and I hate it, but you know what I mean. I gotta do it. I've committed to it. I've already been in it for like over 2 months now, which is the reason why it's like hard for me just to put out videos after video after video, because you know I'm trying to do that. It takes like an hour just to do the original aim training, and then I gotta put it into practice. So it takes some time, all right, and I gotta work and everything like that. But other than that, like I said, also, if you actually watch this all the way to the end, and I'm sorry if you passed the rambling, but if you just want to go straight to my outro, I have a new outro screen. It looks freaking amazing. It's just, it's completely beautiful. And thank you to the artist who actually made that, which would be Zombie Nibbles. And she did an amazing job at it. So thank you for that. That's my little thank you thing. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy your day, and I am out.